Hello everyone. So let us have a look at this problem of Venn diagrams. Okay. So I have not covered the basics since you can get that from other channels. But this is something which needs to be done. If you want to practice, the easy to moderate level questions. Now let us see this. Right. Okay. So what do we need to do here? There are two ways of doing a Venn diagram problem. First is the percentage way, and second is taking the numbers given in the data of the question, right? So what I have tried here is taking the percentage because it seems easy in many questions, and since we have been given the percentage here and the answer has been asked in percentage, it would be better if we focus on the percentage, right? So these are the ways of doing a question which comes from Venn diagram. Now let us move forward. If we take the percentages, how shall we proceed? Now we would see what we are being asked first in the question. Since we are familiar with the questions, we do not need to know the data at first, but we need to know which area we need to find. So this is the area we need to find first, right? Okay, this is the area we need to find first. Great. Now that is it. So let us name this area A, since we know that we won't be able to do this question, right? Do this question without, okay, it is not going away. So we would do this question. Yeah, so we would do this question by writing equations, right? There is no other way of doing this, right? So what we would do is we would try to confine ourselves with one area. Okay, so the only thing that you would need to know is that either we would find this entity by subtracting this entity, okay, the overlapping region of all three areas from this area, okay, the total area, right? The other way of doing this, which most of us don't know, okay, which most of us don't know, would be what? Okay, which most of us don't know would be what? You need to ask yourself that. Why I'm saying that? Because we need to know the thinking procedure in the exam to do this in 1.5 minutes. That is our goal. So let us do this. Take A here. If we have taken A, we have the number here, right? We would just need this and this. Since we have 80%, we know that it would be 100% because there is no outside area given in the question, right? Since there is a word like this, at least one, right? At least one. So this whole area would be 100%. So let us say, let's write this as 100%, right? We have written this as 100%. Now what do we need to do this 100%. We know that this 80% would come as whole because we do not need to confine, we do not need to confirm with this area, right? So 80% plus we have this area and this area to be taken. Now we can easily do that. The first area would be 22 minus 10 minus a. Okay, and the second area would be 15 minus 5 minus a. Since we have taken these areas, we would need to take a also. Now this becomes a really easy question. If you solve this, you would get an answer. A is equals to 2%. Now ask yourself, if we hadn't asked these questions and hadn't thought about which way we need to employ, would we be able to do this question in 1.5 minutes? No, I do not think so. Right? So we would talk about many other questions in which we need to take another method, right? In which there won't be much to do by seeing the areas. Okay, that would be the main focus area, or that method would be the main focus area in the maximum minima questions. Okay, that is why each and every method is important, because that might help us in reaching to the answer in one or another question type. Okay, see you with next question type. Till then, keep on practicing.